What's going on, guys? Another edition of Hot Topic with Copville. Mike from Copville, Jordan Ennis. Let's make it happen. I think up cool memes and shit all day, and then right before we go live, I say some gay shit like, let's make it happen. Like, let's make it happen. Let's get right to the comments because we got some good ones. We got me saying, let's go. We got Steve. What's the hot topic? Are y'all going to brag about attacking residents for paychecks and pension?
I think he's got a small internet presence, but I think I found him.
Uh-oh.
I think I found Steve. Yeah.
Good evening to the self-proclaimed heroes, Jerry Worm. Oh, I forgot to start my Instagram. Hold on. You got to go live on Instagram. Go live. Jerry's in the house. Yo, what's up? Here we go. We are live. Here we go. All right. I'm going to open with some shitty news.
Yeah.
Up in Pennsylvania right now, we have 3 officers fatally shot, 2 wounded, and apparent suicide by the coward involved. Here's a little bit more on it. It says 3 law enforcement officers were killed and 2 others were wounded in a shooting in Pennsylvania on Wednesday afternoon, and the shooters also dead. State Police Commission said police were apparently serving a warrant in York County when they were fired upon. 3 sources familiar with the matter told NBC News. I read a little bit further into it, and it sounded like it was like an outdoor warrant service, maybe at a barn. One of the neighbors saw it and said they heard about 30 gunshots. And then, so I'm going to go on my soapbox for a minute. This is why I get so nasty with these bullshit recruiting videos, these TikTok cops, and these untrained people, because men and women maybe that died today that take the job serious, that are out in the middle of a field serving warrants, doing their job, taking it serious, get killed. And then you got these people that are just dancing around, making a mockery of it. And I will never stop bullying and complaining and bitching about people who don't take the job serious when we lose possibly 5 cops, at least 3 right now, and possibly 2 more in critical condition that obviously took the job pretty serious to be out serving a warrant. So that's my take on all of it.
Yeah, it's never fun. I'm always curious to see, like, what the actual, finally when it's done, what the actual scenario was. Bad guy location. Their setup, what they were going with, like I said, and that was like I know that area. I mean, it's farmland. So I'm saying that, and that's the problem is we were talking about it last time. If somebody's ready and that's always hard.
Yeah,
doing a building assault in the middle of a field, man. That's just you're like, well, shit. Here we go. Yeah.
And again, we'll not know, and obviously Dave probably could armor. It sounded like it was state police, so I'm sure they have a bigger budget. But
was a trooper shot?
It said state police. I'm pretty sure, like state.
The state police, because that's so the way state police work in Pennsylvania is in really rural areas they don't have their own police department. State police covers it; they're full service agency. So it might be trooper shot, or it might have been like a warrant service thing. Because
that's right. You worked up there, right?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
So, and that's where I get into this whole not taking the job serious. What's up, Cody? Probably need to keep your powder dry. So, these guys don't take the job serious, and they call us bullies, and they call us this and that, and it's like we don't know. I'm assuming state police. They're probably scared away. They probably had an ops plan. I guess we talked last week about how the ops plan goes right out the window. I'm not going to speculate, especially dead cops. I'm not going to speculate on tactics. I'm not going to speculate on anything. My overall point to this is we had a guy get killed on off duty in Edgewater, which is right up the road here, right outside Daytona. Off duty cop was standing in line in a Circle K, and dude blasted him in the back and killed him. And it's like, we don't know the motive there. Was it random?
There's a cop like 35 minutes short or north of where he's got shot in the face 3 days ago. He's alive, but he just got cracked, man. It sucks. Yeah.
And it's I mean, we're still dealing with what happened last week with Charlie Kirk. Now you have a week later. That was last Wednesday. Now we're here this Wednesday. We got 5 cops shot.
Yeah.
And it just continues to happen. And it's like, I can't lay off these people not taking the job serious and not training and not being ready.
I'm curious. Have you looked at ODMP? How many for the year so far?
I have not. I got it right on my phone though. I can tell you up to date without those guys.
62.
So 62 pending, 3 more that haven't been added. So that's 65.
But yeah, 65. Yeah. So 65.
So, yeah, and we're closing in on the end of the year, and we do teach at below 100, and it all depends how it goes, and that's everything. Car accident, shoot. How many shots?
Yeah. 28.
28 shot and probably 3 more, 31.
So 31 shot. Yeah. So yeah.
More
yeah.
Yeah. And I posted a bunch of stuff today, and I've been killing the stories with people with gear that's just out of control, not properly, magazines facing the wrong way, blocked by body cams, just over and over and over. And as I've been retired, one of my biggest things, and you're sitting there as a cop, you're saying it while you're working. You're not hiding. You're not letting the standard go away. You're going, hey, I work. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to talk about it. And that, I'm gone now, but I essentially left or got left by speaking up about this stuff up front. And that's what we have to do. When you look at somebody and go, hey, your magazines are backwards, or hey, you're 300 pounds and you shouldn't be, or you're 90 pounds. Like, when do these hard conversations become standard?
Yeah, we just had a conversation this morning. So one of our guys, it was a weird situation, man. So he took this dude to jail, and the jail refused him because they're psych issue or whatever. It wasn't nothing major, and they denied him because they didn't have their I guess for psych inmates, they did their whatever their situation room was, they didn't have available, so they denied him. Well, he let him out. He drove him down the road to a QT, let him out of handcuffs, and Juice started fighting for no reason. So we had that review this morning. He ended up ended up ripping his taser off. He fired 2 cartridges. One of the cartridges actually ended up in my buddy's boot. So we watched the video from the QT footage of what he did, how he went to the ground, and then guy ended up so a guy tried to put him in the headlock. So we were breaking all that down, and we're gonna go maybe tomorrow. We were doing some stuff today. We're gonna go to Matt. We're gonna recreate that event, and we're gonna just see where it was and what it feels like,
and that's not what they did to me was come show everybody my video to tell everybody what we shouldn't do and talk shit. But that is what you should do. Another example of Sandy Springs, take an incident, and you're never gonna have the same exact incident, but it's at least something similar could happen.
But it's rare, especially with guys, it's rare. It is very rare to have an actual physical assault. You can have an entire breakdown of it because because the guys you work at, if a guy is actually physically assaulting you or trying to tase you and all type of shit. So it's good. It's a good training. It's a good.
How did it end? How did it end?
He rolled off, and the guy stood up and then just gave up, and that was it. Oh. And just took him back in handcuffs.
Jordan, what's the pistol carry rig for Sandy Springs?
We use Glock 45, Model 45s with a red dot, and we have Safariland, just regular Safariland holsters, and we use I forget what weapon light we have.
TLR1 probably.
Yeah.
Sure, it's available. Actually, this is the first one I made. Then I added the microphone on the new ones. I'll have that one hopefully tomorrow, and all the proceeds are going to Turning Point USA. From Mike Brown to George Floyd, left behind turds who got promoted now. Yeah, there's a lot of those ones out there. How exactly do departments obtain armored vehicles and have piss poor budgets? A lot of them there's a lot of grants. I'll tell you right now, my agency doesn't do shit with grants. Yeah, there's a ton of grants out there, especially now with the feds.
Yeah, and old military shit. You can usually be given old military vehicles. Like there's sheriff's departments that have like fucking MRAPs.
Yeah, we have one. One.
But it was given to them. All they had to get to Texas and drove
all of our rifles and MRAP. We had they were old, like Vietnam, super old rifles, but we had something to start with, and then an MRAP. But nowadays, the Pterodyne's a popular one, the Bearcat. But there's a tons of grants, and I'm a good friend now of Keith Pearson, who is one of the directors of Homeland Security, and they're doing a lot of good things, obviously. And they're also money available through Stone Garden Grant and other grants that are run by the feds that help agencies that are small get that. And somebody already answered for us, grants. It's become a problem only when they find a way to get your breaking policy and a way to burn you. Yeah, well, I've been there. I get that one. 3 Northern New York. Yep, we opened the show with that.
Yep.
Make steroids great again. Yeah, I said that today somewhere. Where's Steve? I know he was in their comments before we started.
He was the first one. He was the first one.
Now he's not here. And I got a video to go along with what we were talking about with standards. The shirt is on. This shirt is on my website, copvilleog.com. I'm under apparel, but it doesn't have. It has an actual microphone underneath it with Charlie Kirk's name on it. There's a hoodie, a flag, a hat, and a shirt and a sweatshirt. And then, all right. So I want to go. We're talking about standards. One more here. Stop drinking that garbage. Coke Zero is my jam. That's the only thing I drink that's bad. So this was an exchange today with Kash Patel and some Democrat piece of garbage about the new standards for the FBI. And I'll let this play and here's my point. We want equal. We want 30 by 30. We want women. We want everything to be fair. Let's see how that plays out right here.
Applicants to be able to do a certain kind of pull-ups, which a lot of women cannot because of physiological differences. Are you requiring these kinds of pull-ups?
We are requiring a physical program at BFTC at Quantico because FBI agents carrying guns in the field have to chase down bad guys and do really hard work. The physical fitness standards of those agents
So
are
are
being
you requiring
appropriately
these
assessed.
kinds of pull-ups?
We are requiring everybody to pass the 1811 standards at BFTC. If you want to chase down a bad guy
Excuse me,
and put
the
him in
reason I
handcuffs,
asked-
you better be able to do a pull-up.
The reason I ask is that there are concerns about whether or not being able to do these kinds of harsh pull-ups is really required of FBI agents.
So that is one of my favorite people on earth right now, Kash Patel, and he's getting hammered. I saw all the clowns. Cory Booker was screaming at him yesterday, and who's that other idiot? Adam Schiff was screaming at him yesterday. But so we're preaching equality, right? We're with DEI equality. No, that's equity. Equality doesn't fall into that. But we're preaching equality. Everybody's the same. Women deserve the same. I mean, that fat lady can't do a fucking nothing. But here is we're setting a standard, and they're enforcing a standard. And I think his answer is very, very good.
Yeah.
Like you have to, and I like how he says
it's a standard issue. I mean, that was why, like, for the longest time, like they have the Cooper standard, male, female, whatever. But like, in a lot of places, this is back, when I started, they just had one standard. They had one you have to do, because the argument was you have to do the exact same thing I have to do. You have to do you have to do it. And if you can't do it, then and that's I was always curious, like they get pissed off, oh, the girls can't do it. Well, probably the percentage, there's a way higher percentage of men that fail it because more men try to be cops, right? So a huge percentage of men can't do it either. But then you have women that can't do it. I mean, boo-hoo, it is what it is. But plenty of guys that can't do pull-ups. So I mean, you don't see them complaining about it. It's just too much of a problem for the guy.
It's a fucking physical job. Yeah. You can get killed. You can have to fight somebody twice your size, and you're telling me. And then what did she say? What was a pull-up? What was the adjective?
Harsh pull-up.
A harsh pull-up. You know what a harsh pull-up is? When a dude punches you in your fucking mouth, and you have to pull yourself off the ground. Or he pins you down and you got to try to pull yourself out from underneath him. That's a harsh pull-up. Yeah. That's a reality check. But instead, we've created the 30 by 30 movement and the DI stuff that says everybody gets a trophy, everybody gets a badge, everybody gets a gun. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And
I have been lucky. I won the lottery when it came to it, but the women in this job that I've worked with have been fucking fantastic. There are some awesome girls that I've worked with that I would take over a lot of guys. There's a Jasmine Rivera. I'll say her name. She's an APD officer. She is the shit. When we used to do like crash rush details, she'd ride together. She'd run both radios. She'd be on the graph. She'd be tracking guys on Instagram while we're doing it. She'd be doing her investigation while we're doing it. And she's been in 150 of the most ridiculous chases I've ever been in, and she is absolutely fantastic. She said, like, you talk about setting a standard. That was a standard by which I judged all female law enforcement officer. I trusted her. When we jumped out of a car, I wasn't worried about her. She wasn't a liability, and I knew she would knock someone's dick in the dirt if the situation happened. And I trusted her. And I said she ruined it. She ruined it for me because the women that they can't compare to her, man.
They're out there. They're out there. They're out there, and I feel worse for them than I do for anybody else because of what we see on the internet every day with cops. Like today, I posted 2 females today. Both of them have their magazines in backwards. Both of them are doing some fancy pose. They got the nails, and it's all that. And that's all it's become is let's attract females.
So
I'm gonna be.
I thought it was when you posted it. I thought it was what's the pink cop? I thought that was AI. Have you ever seen Gen Z TV?
Did you see that? So I stumbled across. It was on @bodycam, the best body cam reels or something. I don't even know how it came across my algorithm. And I'm watching this fucking guy in the lobby, and he's arguing with this dude, and I only cut it to that point. All I can think is maybe it was October, and it was like breast cancer. That bitch comes running out with a fucking pink jumpsuit on, a vest, and a gun belt on, sweatpants. And if you watch, it doesn't get any better because get back. And then she runs the other side of the room. And then I posted it. And then BJJ cops.
I thought it was fake.
No, it was real.
Gen Z, the AI fake. That's what
no,
I
that
thought
was
it
real.
was.
That was real. The Teletubby and all that was obviously generated. But that woman came running out. And I'm just watching this and I'm going, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like,
yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
But I mean, what? So this
you got nothing to say.
I'm stuck. The fact that we're people are finally talking, I think that's why I'm kind of jumping on this now, and we need to move the needle because it was so far one way where we couldn't say anything. And in the last week, unfortunately, if Charlie Kirk's life goes and it's going to go in a great direction and what he sacrificed, it's to move this needle back to going fucking common sense. I'm done hiding behind the George Floyd fucking cancel the cops, all that bullshit. Let's get back to where our brain is working again and go, some women can't be cops. They shouldn't be. Some men shouldn't be cops. Yeah. We can say things like that out loud and go, you're fucked up and you're fucked up. And we got to get back to that. Yeah. So that's my goal is to go, hey, I'm going to learn from this incident and go, this dude is out there.
It's not men or women. It's just some people shouldn't fucking do this, man.
Yes. And but the fact that there's an entity and a website that says we're going to try to achieve a certain number of women is scary because it's the same as men. Like it's like saying we're going to try to make half the police force men under 150 pounds. Well, that's fucking dangerous. That's dangerous. I don't want that. Yeah. All right. Back in 2020, our chief went Good Morning America the day after George Floyd riots and said he felt unsafe as a black woman in our city. Yeah. Okay. That's what we're talking about. Like that all is nonsense. Yeah. What are y'all going to do when people get enough of the nonsense and really need Bearcats? We're going to buy bigger Bearcats, Steve. We're going to buy giraffe cats. I was going to say we're going to buy elephant cats. No women doing pull-ups. Yeah. Crazy.
Monster you like that? You like that video, that chase video they posted on Instagram?
Yo, dude, you guys, I love that. Yeah, you guys don't let me share or download, so I have to, and you can't tag your page either, so I have to like screen record it, and then I was like, dude, this is badass. I'm like, this is badass. Let's see, why should it be any different? Why should it be any different? How do these people stay in Congress? Unfortunately, is that there's districts like AOC and all these, all these morons. They just live like they're going to vote that fucking moron as governor or mayor of New York.
I saw something. They're moving to like change all the non-pursuit stuff in DC and stuff now too.
I think he's Trump, and then he's going. Where's the next place he was going? They flipped out Memphis. No. I think it was Memphis. He said he was going to term limits for Congress. I agree. Term limits. Absolutely. Now she can ask why trans people want to compete against women. Yeah, good point. Good point. If you want to do the job, train for it. No more of this. I'm a female. Agree. So I can't do it. Poor me. Fuck off. I agree. I was in Mexico a few days ago relaxing, and I knew I was back in the States when I crossed the border and seen blue lights everywhere pulling residents over to steal their money. Yeah, in Mexico, they just roll up and pick up trucks. Yeah,
because cops in Mexico don't steal your money.
No, they just blow your fucking brains out and splatter them across the street.
Sure, and then, man. Yeah, cops and there's no corruption in law enforcement in Mexico.
He should stay down there. Sounds like he's loving it down there. What's your opinion on Georgia State Patrol? Well, I have a guy that might have an opinion on Georgia State Patrol. What's your opinion on Georgia State Patrol?
Well, it depends on what we're talking about. The Georgia State Patrol, no, the Georgia State Patrol really is a good agency. It's what you see it as and what it actually is when you work there. It couldn't be any further different. What it appears to be and what troopers actually do every single day is a lot different. There are a lot of really good things about it. It is very relaxed. Like every day is casual Friday because you really don't have a whole lot of shit to do, to be honest with you. It's super chill. You don't have to do shit if you don't want to. So you can just exist. You really don't have to do anything. But then if you get a chance, you can really let it rip if you want to, but you're kind of go against the grain if you kind of do that. You just got to play the game. If you play the game with the state, you can just hang out at State Patrol if you want to. But there's a lot of things about it that are trash. There's a lot of things about it that are great. I would never. There's no scenario where I would ever put on a trooper uniform ever.
What about the hat? You gotta wear the hat, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Some shadows and shoes can't be filled. Love the video of the girl showing up in slides.
Yeah, Philly PD and slides.
Philly.
Yeah.
What's up, Nate?
And the problem is
Good. Hold on. Mike, if I saw you walking the halls or somewhere at the station or on the street, you wouldn't want me to let you know there was something wrong with you. Yeah, of course I would. Like, that's how it should be. You should be able to say, hey, tell me what's wrong. Like, I want to know. And that, I'll be honest with you. The first person that tackled that task with me was my wife. Tough as nails. And when you talk about that female, unfortunately, I talk about my wife, not unfortunately, but before I married her and knew her, the first time I met her on the first call, I was like, this bitch is different. Like, she's and I asked her if she was in the military. I was like, are you in the military? And she wasn't, but she came off immediately. You could see the no nonsense, like, let's go. And then ended up being her zone partner. And it didn't, that's not how the tale ends. We didn't do all that. But I saw her on calls and I was like, okay, like, same thing. Like, I'm like, this chick takes this shit more serious than 90% of the men I work with. I'm like,
yeah, there's a girl on my shift, Tia. She's military Army, very, very squared away, zero bullshit. She takes no bullshit, and it's not like the angry. Like, she's small and she knows she's small, but she is spicy, dude. Like, she knows she'll use that response to resistance policy to her advantage, and she'll tell you too. She's look, man, I'm too small to fight you. I'm just gonna run you over with my car. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Right? And she's great. She's fantastic. She's super fast.
Jordan, I was in Woodstock, Georgia over the weekend. Very pretty. Love it down there. I saw GSP in action.
Yeah, seatbelts and cell phones. Yeah.
Here we go. I've traveled the world and seen firsthand how things can get really, really get when people get enough of the nonsense and don't think y'all will be laughing. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, whatever, man.
Damn good troopers. Sorry, can't type. That's all right. I want to do a Mexico police video, not in our barrio. This is Jesse Ryan. He does. He was behind all the Keith Pearson, Not in St. Lucie videos and made all the production. He's now working for another great agency in Florida, Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office. They're small. They're tucked in over there, but they're doing the right thing. They're squared away. They're fighting dope. I used to work with those guys all the way back in my dope days in 07, 08, 09. We would share undercovers and go help them. They would come help us. So
Jesse there was a guy that I worked. He's a trooper. He was looking to go back down to Florida. He was looking at you said Martin. Was it Martin County Sheriff's Office?
That's a good one too. Yeah, Martin County is a very good. My buddy Nick Hatton works there. He's a air goon down there at a pilot, and it's actually I got my time hop. It was a year ago today that all the guys that caught the Trump assassin, the guy that tried to brought the gun to the golf course.
Yeah,
they all got to meet President Trump a year ago today because one of the guys. I call him Nick the Goon. He's one of the one that actually pulled the guy over on the interstate and caught the guy. And I got a picture of him meeting the president. I feel more safe around cartel members because at least you know who you're dealing with, unlike the self-proclaimed heroes that will lay their hands on the Bible and tell tall tales in court. Yeah, I might have told tall tale once in a while. What's a good way to identify toxic administration? What do you think?
Good way to identify.
Yeah, I'll leave it up there. What's a good way to identify toxic administration?
Look at their look at the distance. See if their discipline's consistent. Look at if it's straight down the middle. Win, lose or draw. If they whatever happened was dealt with, and then the discipline came down, and they moved on. Or do some people get a better easier, less this sort of and definitely. if administration that doesn't like to talk to rank and file, that's always kind of scary. That's always kind of weird. If you don't have access to your admin, that's always kind of strange.
Yeah.
And you got to be, and I would say talk to everybody when you go there. But the problem is like you also got to, because cops complain, but you also got to see where the opinion comes from. Like, is this guy really just a piece of shit in uniform and he just talks trash on administration because they've been calling him on being a piece of shit? Or is this guy really kind of squared away and you can listen to what he says because he's been there for a while and seen, what the culture of administration's been.
How about this one?
Don't take long.
How about a guy that stands on a baseball field with the whole agency and tells them if you have an affair, cheat on your wife, you're going to be fired, and then a year and a half later has an affair with a fireman's wife and ends up marrying her.
Yeah, that's kind of frowned upon. Yeah,
sounds like a
conflict.
There's
something earlier, like the double standard of discipline.
Sounds like a problem, right?
Do what I say, not as I do.
And for me personally, what I look at is, I think, honestly, look at the recruiting video. I've been saying this a lot because I know I use Sandy Springs a lot, but look at the recruiting videos. Look at what they're trying to attract. So if I get an agency that's wrecking cars on the interstate, I'm like, they probably tolerate some things and like have a little leeway in their policies because they're out there doing crazy stuff. If they're dancing on videos and making these silly videos, that's a good one to stay away from. And then I would say, look at the social media post, even if it's neutral. And if you have a sheriff standing around with guys in public not wearing their vest, or guys at meetings not wearing their vest, and it's a violation of policy, if you see negligence from your administration and like they said, the double standard, but that's an obvious sign of negligence when you see a sheriff not wearing a vest, which none of them do, but then you have like a bunch of people standing around him all violating the policy together, and nobody cares until they do care, and they go, okay, that guy wasn't wearing his vest today, we're going to enforce it. So if you just pay attention to the social media posts, what the agency's messages are, we got, this the guy I work with is worried about inmates, and I'm not saying inmates don't deserve a second chance and rehabilitation, but we shouldn't be bringing them up so much. Oh, the inmate program, this program, that program. No, we put fucking bad guys in jail. There's go to jail, get rehabilitated. I'm still the old school alligator Alcatraz, Joe Repo out there, Repo, whatever the fuck his name is in Arizona with the work camps. Like, you didn't come here to be, you did something bad.
Yeah, that was a guy. He was like, if you don't like the food, don't come back to jail.
Yeah, he had pink jumpsuits and all that stuff. It was like a disaster. Nowadays, you great guys with balls to let a sergeant know. Yeah, you can't even say anything anymore. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but you're the point in law enforcement, and I know firsthand based on two people I worked with. Oh, we lost Jordan. Thank you for tuning into Hot Topic with Copville. It's just me now. We'll see if he comes back. We can hear you, so don't say anything bad. There you go. Don't say anything bad. I don't remember what I was saying before I lost you. I was lost without you.
Phone call. I had a phone call from spam.
Oh yeah. Steve thinks he's the main character. Steve is the main character. We're just living.
He is the main character. I'd hang out with Steve.
I would hang out with Steve too. BMW on 75, cutting people off, going too fast. Oh, this is what I was getting at. So, in today's world, and what I've seen is, you no longer can like yell at you. You can no longer like tell your subordinates what to do. If it's in an aggressive manner, the local area, some agencies around here, it's frowned upon. You're considered a micromanager or a bully if you like say, hey, you should probably take a report for that theft. I don't want to. Like, well, that's kind of your job. So it's getting to the point now, just like everywhere else, every other job, where if somebody just, I don't want to, you're a micromanager or a bully if you enforce that, and it's getting to be a problem. Do you think Sheriff Gregory Tony will get removed? No, he should. I don't know if you've been following the Greg Tony stuff.
So all the whole shit with the deputies and stuff just got fired? Was that like the multiple family murder thing that happened here a couple years ago?
Yeah. This is a second wave of firings too. But yeah, it was a poor response, and then he, of course, in Greg Tony fashion, he leans on Parkland. Uses another tragedy to make it seem like he had anything to do with helping that situation. But he's a bad guy. I did an episode with Greg Lacera, who was on 3 years admin leave at a desk that got completely exonerated. The other guy got fired. I think Krikovich was his name. He got fired 3 years, back paid, all overtime, all thing. Greg Tony is a terrible human. His name is on every piece of equipment. You pick up a pen, a paper, everything's got his name on it. He's a social media star. He's just eating that minority vote up down there in Broward. It's the only blue county left down there, and he ain't going nowhere. And I don't know what Ron DeSantis of all things Ron DeSantis did that were good. That's the biggest fucking mistake he ever made. Let's see. What's the felony stuff from Highly PD? Yeah, I saw some. It was a bad one that I saw it and terrible. I got sent a couple videos. I think the female like goes back to her car and does something while the guy's not even in custody yet, and the guys are still wrestling around with him. Yeah, Greg Toney can only be removed by the governor. One way to look at Tox administration, just look up. Go to the Soul Train line, work at Atlanta PD. You don't want to do that. That's stupid hiring video they posted. Do you think agencies like ICE and Border Patrol have been taking recruits from local? Yes,
they'll take it from anywhere.
They have, and
anywhere, yeah.
I can't knock it. I know that's another place. Greg Toney's flipping out about that, and some of the local sheriffs are flipping out about that. But
it was like a $50,000 signing bonus or some shit.
Dude, and then they're fucking pumping out those videos and for fucking taking people to jail. And I talked to Keith Pearson. He's going to briefings all over the United States. He's flying out to LA. He's flying to Arizona, and he's telling these guys, go fucking put bad guys in jail. Don't worry about everything else. We'll take care of it. And who wouldn't want to do that for that kind of money and that latitude to move around the country?
Yeah.
Sorry. If you want to have an agency that's full and doesn't have people leaving for the feds, then run it correctly.
Yeah.
2 cops, 1 donut. What's up, fucker? Let me some Copville. Make sure y'all subscribe. Costs you nothing. It means a ton. Great guy. I don't see saying nice things about me. Thank you. You must be talking about a hostile work environment. Yeah, there's a lot of those. OG Jeremy Worms. Salute, sir. Here we go. It would be hilarious to see y'all follow me and hang up in some places I go. I'll go.
I'm not scared.
You have no idea where I've been.
You're scared of where you go, Steve. I know where you go.
Jerry Worms, the only white face in the area. People suck. They do. It is what it is. My favorite saying. Just got home from jiu-jitsu. That's the best place. If you're going to miss the show, you're allowed to be at jiu-jitsu. I'm okay with that. Do you think Ron DeSantis keeps Tony for his... Yeah, that's what kind of scared me. Like, why would Ron DeSantis put him in unless he was trying to maybe carry the black vote in Florida for an election? And man, he's a bad guy, dude. He's a bad guy. 2 cops, 1 donut. You need help the other night? I'm available. Jerry's always available. Kevin P. Hope all's well. All right, let's go to... I got some other stuff here. Let's see. Oh, here's one. You'll like this. This is an active shooter scene. And
is that a fucking chamber flag?
That is a chamber flag.
Holy shit.
Look at the rear sight. Rear sight down.
I can't see
chamber
that.
flag in the gun. And that is a active shooter scene in Bethune-Cookman up in Tallahassee College.
Does he have colonel wings? Is that the colonel?
Yeah. He's some high ranking guy, but it's like,
oh shit.
That's again, an FHP has come a long way. But if you're gonna get out of your car, you can't have the gun unable to fire at an active shooter scene. Like, I don't know where you would ever walk around with your gun in that condition ever. And I think when you buy it and you take that thing out and throw it away, that's like the only time you would ever see that thing. I'm still waiting for my service to push me through to background. Hopefully soon. Good luck. Click. Point shoot. Yeah, there's a tool bag. All right, what else I got? I got another image. This is Key West PD. If this surprises you. If you see this on an agency page, that's not where you want to go. That's Key West. And the joke writes itself, I guess. Key West. But this is like the way of introducing it.
I'm like, that gives me anxiety, bro. Like, how do you are you like, y'all totally do that? I don't get it. How are you like, yeah, I will definitely do that.
I don't get it either. Doesn't make any sense to me. All right, let's see. What do I got for videos? Played that one. Here we go.
What are you saying? You can't watch the one from our Instagram because they do what?
Oh, I can watch Instagram. Which one are you talking about? Oh, I can pull it up. Yeah, I can pull it up. Give me a second.
I thought you said you couldn't watch it or something.
No, here. As a matter of fact, I'll get it up.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah, let's watch this one. It's shorter. I cut it, but let's here we go.
Yes! I am calling you out, you little bitch! Hang on.
Put your pants up.
Seattle Police Department. Can you imagine, like, where you work? Can you imagine somebody doing that? That's a freebie there, man. All right, let me
We
see if
ain't
I can
got
find that video.
We ain't playing that.
I have a billion. Oh boy, when was that? Last week?
Yeah, I think I haven't checked the Instagram, but I think it should
Screen
be.
recorded it. Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of no, because that's when we looked at those photos last week. So let me go to videos. Photos. Talk about something. Here, what do we got?
Question for Jordan. If someone's trying to get into law enforcement, what will you tell a 20-year-old self when you first start? All right. It's funny because I just had this question asked me by somebody who wants to get started. It depends on what you want your career to be. If I had started a long time ago, I would have started at a bigger agency that had, a lot more opportunity. Because I started a very, very little tiny town that had nothing to go on. And that was your first day was your whole entire career. And I mean, if you just want to LARP and just play cop, I mean, that's fine. But like, if you actually want to experience what the job has to offer and it doesn't get stale and you want the opportunity, go to a bigger agency. You can go to such a big agency that you're just numbered. You're just existing, but bigger agencies have more opportunity. Bigger agencies have more, assets and equipment and training opportunities and units and the, task forces and stuff that you get to, stuff you didn't even know existed in law enforcement. I would start at a bigger agency. One, because a lot of times bigger agencies you can get experience at. Two, you can really kind of find your niche of where you want to go, and eventually you can take your experience and leave if you want to go. But I would start at a bigger agency. If I was going to do it all over again, I would start a bigger agency. Yeah.
Well, and I guess I did the same. I started a small agency and then worked the other direction. And I mean, the only thing I can say going the other way is it was so slow paced that I got to learn a little bit when it wasn't so busy. Yeah. And then it got crazy. So it was like, appreciate it, Nate. 2 cops, 1 donut. You expect us to believe cops out here acting like fools need more training? People are tired of excuses.
They do need more training, you nerd. What are you talking about?
Leave Steve alone. Leave Steve alone. All right, I got 2 videos.
We're gonna win Steve over.
No.
He's gonna say something nice one time. Yeah, no, he's gonna say something nice one time.
Never. All right, let me get these into today's episode.
It's hard to be mean to people who aren't being mean back to you. And Steve's not a mean guy.
No. Not all right. Let me get this pulled up. Like a producer, man. This is cool. I got GED. All right, video.
I got a diploma.
Where the fuck did it go? Is this it? Yeah, here we go. I think. Yep, here we go. This is the Sandy Springs video they posted last week that I posted.
Go past this light, then at
That's
the
my
next
GPS
one,
going,
turn
so I'm
right.
recording and driving. Sorry.
I wondered what that was.
That was me.
At the light, use the right 2 lanes to turn onto Veterans Boulevard.
This is kind of a crash, right? This isn't like a pit anymore. So that's
what?
That's like a crash, right? That's like
that's just a ram. Yeah, that's just a ram.
Yeah, that's funny that was my. So I didn't realize it happened. I pulled over right before I was going to Carl Anderson over on Port Charlotte to film his he does like documentary type podcast. Like he spends a lot of time editing. I did it last Friday. So I was like right by his house. I pulled over and my GPS was going off and I didn't realize it because it wasn't on in the car.
Fine.
Steve only likes Izzo. No, Steve likes us. Mike, I saw you post one of the Canadian agencies close to me. Yeah, they had some weird chick video. What's up, Jack? My man, Jack. My man. One of my favorite people. All right, let me go. Here's the Teletubby video. I brought that into
the Teletubby video.
The pink lady. The lady in pink.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
I want to know the backstory on this.
We'll sit here all day. Get the chief. You can either do it or I'll find you.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
Back up. Get your hands out of your pockets.
No. Try it. Come on. Come on.
There it is. Pink Teletubby. That is a female cop in a pink jumpsuit with a vest. And look at her get in the fight. Let's watch her get in the fight. Oh. Here she is again. Pink Pony Club.
Get back.
Look at my wife. I sent her. Look at the message at the top. That's what I get when I send a video. I'm not watching all that. But that's where the Teletubby came from.
Mm.
So, yeah, that's
Wild.
what we're dealing with. Steve definitely has a kink for commands. Training is the problem. Pink Teletubby. All right, what else do I have? I have more videos. Video. Yeah, here's one. Here's a New York City cop. Look at the size of this one.
Oh no, you gotta say hi to what? You gotta say hi to Wild Wild West TV.
Wild, Wild West.
Oh my God, you the
He's barely up to the
shortest cop I
door
ever seen.
window.
Yeah, putting in work. No, she probably put the most work out of all of them.
I mean, I hate hating on it, but what's she gonna do? New York City.
Nothing.
This is Pepto-Bismol. Casual dress in the office much. I don't know what was going on. Must be mistaken for a red suit.
Do you know anything about that? What agency that was or anything?
I don't. That was an old video because everybody's obviously all the training site. I post it for funny. Like I don't care about anything but funny. And then all the training guys are like, "Where's that video? Where's that video?" So I just kept sending the page.
Okay.
I usually look for it first, and it came across my feed, so it was older. I guess some of them found it because BJ Jacobs posted it, and then a couple other places posted it. So,
Are you? Did you get your defects? You've been training again?
No, my fucking knee's getting worse too, man. It's getting bad. I'm waiting on the second MRI from VA to. It's bad. My wife went tonight. I got to get back to it, but
I was my back was all fucked up. I didn't train for like 2.5 months, and I just went the other day, and it was glorious.
yeah.
I
Let's see.
missed it.
All right, when talking about affairs and stuff, this is an interesting story. So this is Sheriff Wayne Ivey. He's a loudmouth on Fox News sometimes, and what he did here was the old switcheroo. And I'll read it. You know it's true love when you hire your girlfriend to your command staff in an agency she has never worked for, Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and then divorce your wife who sacrificed 25 years with you. There's no difference between the DC swamp and local politics. They are all compromised and only care about themselves. The Ivy illusion is real. So this girl was married to, I believe, the chief of Lakeland Police. I don't know the status, but he hired her at the sheriff's office in a command staff position, having never worked at the sheriff's office. And then this is them together while he is still currently married. And this is a guy that gets on TV and blabs his mouth about integrity and all that stuff. And
he was the one will shoot you, kill you.
No, that's Grady Judd. That's
yeah.
Grady Judd. That's Grady Judd.
No. He was the one.
Well, he mom. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Grady Judd originally said that. Wayne Ivey, being an unoriginal piece of garbage, also said it. You may have only seen his. I can tell you at our agency right now, there's like 6 or 7 dudes that have fled that place. It's one county north of us. Mm-hmm. He runs a terrible, terrible agency. It's completely disgruntled. He is a glory hound. He dressed up in like a cowboy suit and did like a fucking farm song. Like he is bad. And it's a dangerous county. There's a lot of shit in that county. Was it
Broward?
Brevard. Yeah, it's one county north of Indian River, and then the next one up is Volusia.
What cities in Brevard?
Cocoa Police Department, like Ron John Surf Shop, Titusville. It's a big county. It's huge. I believe it's the longest county when it goes through driving because you're in fucking Brevard forever. It's a long county, but Cocoa's a disaster. Titusville, you have a lot of counties that are, it's a dangerous county. A lot of officer-involved shootings but it's
you know who I didn't realize shot so many damn people, dude. The Phoenix Police Department, you talking about Jacksonville smoking dudes?
Yeah,
Phoenix PD be doming people, man. Like every day they have fucking shootings, which is wild.
Yeah, I know Jacksonville. I got a guy in my group chat from Jacksonville, and it'll go off. We got another one. Like it's pretty frequent.
That's wild.
End of the day, residents are being extorted to pay and train people that have no duty to protect anyone but themselves. Make that make sense. And I agree. He's right.
No, yeah, he's not wrong. Yeah.
But imagine if you want us to turn it up and go, okay, now we have a duty. So that Baker Act that's running around the house, fuck it, we're just going to go in and start, shooting them, fighting them.
Yeah.
So that's a fine line to walk when it says you don't have a duty. There's sometimes
and
that duty.
and to make the blanket statement that just saying that people generally no cop that's ever trained has any right to be trained to take care of anybody. That's not true. Like the percentage of shit cops is very very fucking low. And if they didn't have training, they'd be way shittier.
Yeah, and Steve is it is what it is. I like Steve.
I like Steve too. So fun fact: the department just next to ours, they just started chasing. They opened up their chase policy. Man.
You think it was because of yours?
I know they wanted. I know their chiefs going to have wanted to do it for a while. Just never did. How all of a sudden it came about now, I don't know. But yeah, they chase cars now, man. And then the department north of ours, they just asked for our chase policies. I don't know if they're going to start doing it, but they're going to start. Hopefully start doing cop shit. So that'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we have here. One of the problems we have here is the cities. Well, one of them chases kind of Sebastian, but the city of Vero Beach might as well be security. They don't chase anything. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
And then there's a small agency on the beach that only has public safety, so that they don't really do much. And then there's like a small agency out west of 95 that doesn't really chase anybody. So that's tough when you have you ask for assistance and they're like, did he blow up the White House? Well, no. Okay, we're not chasing him like that.
We've had a couple. We've had a couple recently that a couple of our new guys don't have pit yet, so we're setting up the class to put those guys in pit. But we've had a couple good ones pretty recently, and then we're batting, man. We're batting 1,000 here recently. We've caught damn near everybody, so it's been good. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Mike, what's your thoughts on Laverne, Tennessee Police Department? I don't know if I know anything about them. I have to look it up.
Oh no, you know what he's talking about. The chick that had the six.
Oh yeah, Megan Hall.
Megan whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Megan
got
Hall.
paid $500,000.
Yeah.
For a lawsuit.
I forgot about there's so many stories. I get so many messages, and I appreciate it. I want to say that anybody watching, I appreciate it. I answer them all. It's difficult, but sometimes I'm like, hey man, yeah, I bum, and I answer a question. They're like, yeah, we talked about that. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like I talked to 1,100 people this week.
Yeah.
Calling Wine 11 for help is one of the most dangerous things a person can do. Oh, there's a video we got to talk about. I'll send it. Did you see the Orange County? Oh, where did I post it? God dang it. Everybody posted it. Let me see. Police, who posts that stuff? Street cop training, maybe? Orange County deputy. Here's the slides. I'll send that. Orange County deputy shot the homeowner. I'm not gonna be able to find it before we're done. It was Orange County, Florida. The guy calls 911, homeowner, and he opens the door with a gun because somebody did a home invasion on his house, and he's armed. And dude pops him as soon as he opens the fucking door. Bow. I think the guy's already fired. It was a black male victim and a black male cop, so it didn't make national news.
Yeah.
But
they
as soon as he opened it,
it
doesn't matter.
Yes.
Jordan, thoughts on the CT state trooper Fahey getting charged? Oh, that was the auditor. Got spit on the auditor. They ended up charging that cop. Remember the
Did they?
auditor? Yeah. They charged him.
Good.
The answer is good.
If you're a cop, you commit a crime, fucking get charged for it.
Oh yeah, the paint roll officer. I don't know what happened with that one.
Oh yeah,
the paint roll.
Yeah.
Haven't seen any on that one.
The tactical paint roll. Yeah.
I made a meme about it. That's all I remember. Thank you for tuning in, Liz. Appreciate it. Where are we at here? We're getting there. Let me find that. Talk to people. Let me find that damn.
Somebody ask a question. Yeah. Oh Lord, Steve, ask me a normal question.
He don't have nothing normal.
Come on, man.
My wife's must be watching. I need the damn Orange County video. I can't log in my YouTube. Fucking. Who we got? Same thing happened to a Las Vegas cop shot the homeowner while in a fight with an intruder. Yeah, that's not good. We don't like that. Body
I don't know if
camera.
there's any
Where else did he
updating on
post
that.
it?
They haven't. They haven't said anything about any of the other cops in PA dying. So maybe we'll just stand at 3.
I know Orange County Sheriff's Office surely didn't post it. Oh, I got a video they posted. I talked about it last week. Let me see if I can get that over there.
It was a 61-year-old dude that shot the cops in Pennsylvania.
What is this? All right. Where is that video? Here we go. And of the pods, tune in. Thank you so much for watching every Wednesday morning. And tune in tomorrow night on Anti-Hero Podcast. I'll be co-hosting tomorrow night with Tyler. You guys watch that one. Where's that Orange County video? I fucking played it Friday night. Well, here's the slides. I'll throw that one up. And then...
Oh, never mind. That was another fucking shooting. Never mind. That was a completely different fucking shooting. Well, he wasn't 61. That was another guy in Pennsylvania who shot more.
Problems all over. We have problems all over, and I'm not prepared. I'm a terrible producer. You can tell me. I'll just send this one. This is what we talked about earlier. This gives it like real feel, like not prepared. Like
it is real.
No, I'm prepared. Things come up. All right, here we go. This is going to be the Philadelphia slides for all you wondering.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here comes this video out of Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, baby.
There they are. That is a police officer in Philadelphia with the slides on. I can imagine that had to have gone bad. Somebody said somebody from Philadelphia PD actually messaged me and said that may have been like a protest because there was some directive that came out, something to do with boots or footwear or something to that effect. And they think maybe this chick was being like, fuck it. But
you don't know. She was being like, fuck it. Yeah. She was definitely that was fuck it right there.
Practice lives. Yeah. I've used BP 157.
BP 157,
TB 500. Yeah.
Yep.
Mine's a bone-on-bone knee. Like I need the surgery. How bad do you think her locker stinks? I'm not going to touch that one.
I don't know.
Tack the slides. Let's see. What else I have? Videos. I think I'm videoed out. Yep. Well, I made one more, but I'm not going to play that one. And then photoed out. Anything from last week? Let's see. Hot topic.
Have we expended our topic?
Yeah, we have.
It's all right.
All right. If nobody else has got anything, let's see. We'll wrap up the last few comments. Just a hazard waiting to happen. Absolutely. How bad do you think our lockers think? I missed one. Got disgraceful. She needs a slot. See what you did there.
I see what you did there.
Like a fuchsia market in Iraq. Fish market. I'm not going to touch. I knew it was going to go bad. Well, like I said, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Anti-Hero Squadcast. I appreciate you guys. You'll find us here every Wednesday night on Counterculture and my YouTube Hot Topic with Copville. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and y'all have a great rest of the week.
Peace.